Hello, everyone. Welcome here to the semifinals of the 55th District Softball Tournament. Tonight, we have the number 2 seed, Breathitt County Lady Cats, taking on the number 3 seed, the Jackson City Lady Tigers. I haven't got a chance to broadcast from here in a while. This is Kiwanis Park here down in Jackson. And man, they've got this place looking awesome. This is a great looking facility. Got the grass mowed down. Looks like got the field drug right. Tonight on the call will be I'm Matthew Hudson, and we will have Becky here with us calling the game. We're gonna, like I said, try to get used to the camera view. Down here, there's not really much room to work on the sideline, so we're just gonna have two cameras from the outfield, one zoomed in for the pitch, and one try to catch the action when the ball's hit.
And it looks like Breathitt is the home team that the higher seed. We still seed in the 55th district. So Breathitt will be your home team, and the Lady Tigers will bat first. Your defensive lineup for Breathitt County is Mahala Bowling will be on the mound for them. Bella Napier will be your catcher. Chloe Hayes at first base. Savannah Barnett at second base. Lexi Pelfrey at shortstop. And Raylan Back will be at third base. Your outfield is Tinley Hayes in left field. Addie Sawyers in center field, and Taylor Smith in right field.
Now, I'm a little bit of a disadvantage. Unfortunately, this year, my workload has sent me to Perry and Letcher a whole lot. So I've not got to watch these Lady Cats or the Lady Tigers much this year. So, Becky, you're going to have to help me out with all this.
I've got a few games in with the Lady Cats this season, and it, it for them it just kind of depends on if they get on the scoreboard early, get runners in scoring position. They tend to execute pretty well once they've got those runners in scoring position. They don't leave them on base. So we'll see how that goes if that's their strategy for tonight. And I haven't got a chance to see the Lady Tigers this season, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so I've got to see some highlights. I said there's a whole bunch of proud mamas over there behind that backstop. They post quite a few videos and pictures. I get to keep up with them that way.
I'd say they're full live tonight here. should be a should be a loud and proud game here at Kiwanis Park. Looks like our first batter is stepping into the box. We've got Abigail Clemens, number 17. She's coming into the season with a 386 batting average.
Looks like one of our cameras may be a little bit down. Let me see here what I can do.
Okay, Bolin is set and ready to deliver. She's put it into play. Looks like it's to the second baseman, and she makes the catch. That's Barnett on the catch there for the first out of the inning.
And right when I got that daggone thing fixed, there it went.
You like to see that aggressiveness, though. They're jumping on that first pitch strike and put it in play. Um, that's gonna should be helpful for the Tigers just to be aggressive in the box.
I always like they said that a lot of times pitchers want to get ahead in the count. So a lot of times that first pitch that you're going to see is one of the best you're going to see the whole at bat.
And that is Riley Ritchie, and she again first pitch swinging, and she just beats it
Mhm.
out. A little bit of an overthrow. Looks like she's going to go to second, and the throw it's not in time,
Good
and
job.
back will. I'm sorry, Ritchie will be in safe there at second base. That's Riley Ritchie.
Yeah, just smart base running, keeping her head up, knowing what's going on, showing a great softball IQ.
Love the aggressiveness. Next batter for the Tigers is Natalie Napier, and she is popped it out of play there for her first strike. Count is 0-1 on Napier.
So I'm trying to get used to this back and forth on this one. Every setup's a little different.
Second pitch swinging. Oh, she's hit it to Pelfrey, and then she touches second base. Looks like Richie took off a little too soon and couldn't get back once Pelfrey caught that pop up.
Yeah, it's a good smart move. Oh my gosh, somebody grabbed me from behind. I was scared to death. Like I said, it was a good job on defense there by the Lady Cats. It's a real heads up play by Pelfrey, as soon as she had that pop out awareness to get to second base and getting that third out real quick. So now we will move on to the bottom of the first and see if the Lady Cats can get their bats rolling. We're going to kick it out here for about 90 seconds for a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
And welcome back to Kiwanis Park. We're in the bottom of the first inning. The Lady Cats are at bat for this half of the inning. And defensively for the Tigers, we have Natalie Napier is pitching and Abigail Clemens is catching. Emma Cole at first base, Sydney Hayes at second base, Kerrigan Turner at third base, Cheyenne Little at shortstop, and your outfield is Hayden Mullins in left field, Kendra Combs center field, and Riley Ritchie in right field.
And Cheyenne Little's the lone senior here for the Lady Tigers this year.
They'll get some experience and just continue to improve. Not having a lot of seniors seems like a bad thing, but it really helps when they're getting that varsity level experience. It looks like Bella Napier there was being aggressive that first strike swinging, but it hit her in fair territory, and she is called out.
Yeah, Bella having a great year for the Lady Cats there. Except for, I said, such a young catcher, her stats are pretty outrageous batting average.
Oh, yeah, she's coming in with a 347 for the Lady Cats as a leadoff. There's Mahala Bolin again, first strike swinging. She puts it through for a base hit.
So across the board today, these girls are swinging. I said, I always love. Like I said, yeah, I'm just like you. I love people being aggressive at the plate.
Absolutely.
You can't hit it if you stand up there and just watch the thing.
Absolutely. Raylan Back's in the batter's box here, takes the first pitch, and there was a throwdown, but went over the shortstop's head, and Bolin has stolen second base. So here we go with this situation again, runners in scoring position. Let's see what Back does. She's ahead in the count 1-0. She takes ball 2 there.
It's showing great patience there at the plate. Gonna wait for her pitch.
If you see it, jump on it, and if it's not there, lay off of it. That's really what you want to see here. She does pop it up to the infield, and it hit her glove, hit the first baseman's glove, and bounced off. So Back is safe at first, and Bolin moves to third. Could have been a little sun there. I know the sun's coming in at an odd angle. Definitely could have been a factor on that play.
Yeah, this is one of the worst places ever. When you're out in the field, the sun sets dead behind. It's gonna be out of bounds.
Yeah. Foul ball there.
Foul ball.
Pelfrey in the box now. She's got a 444 batting average, and she again, if they're seeing that strike, they're jumping on it, and she puts it out of play for strike 1. And that is strike 2 called. 0-2 on Pelfrey here. No outs. And again, she fouls that one off.
I didn't get a glimpse of the blue when they came in. I can tell this is Jeremy out here in the outfield on the right side.
I believe they said that might be Robert Amundsen, I think is his name.
Okay.
She takes one high there. 1-2 is the count to Pelfrey. Two batters on base. Back's at first, Bolin's at third. And again, fouls it off. She's just fighting pitches here.
Well, there's one of the caveats of it's a beautiful facility, but the parking lot is right.
Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral health care services.
Welcome back to Kiwanis Park. We've got the top of the second inning. The Lady Tigers are up to bat. We've got Cheyenne Little in the box. And strike one called. The Breathitt County Lady Cats are currently leading the Lady Tigers 4-0 here in the top of the second. Lady Tigers looking to get on the board. Just got away from her, seems like. Counts even at 1-1. Pitcher for Breathitt County is Michaela Bowling. I think in the games we've seen, it was railing back mostly. And she takes a cut at that one. Looked like it was a little off speed there.
Yeah, I had her guessing there. I love when you have a really smart pitcher on the mound. It mixes, mixes the location up, mixes the speeds up, keeps the batters off.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Here we go. Oh, strike three called there on Little.
And guys, if we're getting a little bit laggy like down here, like I said, this is a park and there is no Wi-Fi or anything like that, so we're using the hotspot. So we're doing the best we can with that. But it is going in and out a little bit right now.
We apologize for that. We've got Kerrigan Turner stepping into the box. She's coming in with a 387. We've already seen one pitch. The count is 1-0 on Turner. A little up in the up in the zone there. 2-0 on Turner. Boland's checking her sign, ready for her delivery. Turner takes a hefty cut there for strike one. 2-1. She had to be sitting on a fastball looking for it, I would say. She comes back. Bowling comes back with strike two lower in the zone.
And good job keeping calm there, 2-0. Now even that back out.
Like you said, good placement. She comes with the off speed there. The count is full, 3-2 on Turner. We got the payoff pitch coming here. Bowling checks her sign. Ready for her delivery. Is low in the zone, so Turner wins that battle with a base on balls.
And great job there. It's a great vision, great patience. Remember to battle that one out.
The next batter for the Lady Tigers is Emma Cole. She's coming in with a 269 batting average. Takes it low, ball one.
I don't think any of the Lady Tigers try to press belly yet.
She takes a good cut.
There.
And Turner still second base on that strike call there.
Yeah. As I spoke of that one into it. My bad.
Hadn't tried her up to this point, and Turner does still second base. Count is even 1-1. She takes that pitch low, 2-1. Great patience. First inning, they were really aggressive, seeing some strikes, and they're really going at the strikes, but they are patient in the box. Strike two called. Bolin is really hitting the low part of that zone, and the umpire is liking it, and he's giving her that strike. Good placement on her part. The count's even 2-2. And Cole takes a cut for strike three. 2 outs now with Turner at second base. Let's see what Kendra Combs. She's coming in with a 353 batting average. See what she can do here. First pitch swinging for strike one. The count's 0-1 on Combs. Bolin is ready for her delivery. She puts it into play up the middle for a base hit. And they are looking to score Turner. And she is safe. Scores from second base on the single RBI by Combs.
Yeah, it's good hard hit. She kind of returned the favor there. Like, yeah, hit her when she was out in center field. And she sent one back there herself.
Definitely so. That looks like the spot to be here this evening. Count is now 4-1. The Lady Tigers with their first run on the board. And Hayden Mullins is in the box. Take again first strike swinging. Count is 0-1 on her. Bolin checks her sign. Strike two. Looks like she may have been a little behind to that pitch.
Yeah, it just didn't make her mind up, didn't look like.
Yeah.
Didn't finish the swing.
Inside past the catcher. And Combs advances to second base. Kind of got in between the catcher and the batter and may have just kind of lost track of it there for a second. Count is 1-2 on Mullins. Pitches outside, evens it up at 2-2.
Listen, I've had to catch a few games just in Little League, and I have all the respect in the world for these catchers. That the bat coming through there, I'm not sure they keep an eye on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mullins got her bat on that one and went out of play. The count is still 2-2. We've got 2 outs in the top of the second inning. The Lady Cats are leading the Lady Tigers 4-1. Hayden Mullins is in the batter's box. Pitch kind of gets away. And Combs advances to third. So a base hit here is definitely going to get another run across for the Lady Tigers. The count is full on Mullins. Got this payoff pitch coming. And Bowling gets it by Mullins for the third out of the inning. And they leave one stranded. The count is Lady Cats 4, Lady Tigers 1. We're coming up to the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, Bowling showed great poise there. So you got a situation, a couple base runners there, but fought that back off. Did allow the one run, but will still take a 3-run lead into the bottom of the second. We're going to take another commercial break here and be back in 90 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughan Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughan Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price. Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
And thank you for joining us at Kiwanis Park for the semifinals of the 55th District Tournament. We've got the Breathitt County Lady Cats leading the Jackson City Lady Tigers 4-1. We're in the bottom of the second inning, and Breathitt County is up to bat. They've got the top of their lineup coming up. Napier stepping into the box. And Napier is also on the mound, so Bella Napier takes that one for ball one, counts 1-0. And Natalie Napier on the mound for the Lady Tigers. Pitch high there, counts 2-0.
Had the pleasure of watching this young lady grow up here. Bella happens to be my wife's second cousin, so.
I gotcha. There she goes, rips one to center field again for a base hit. Seems to be the spot for this game.
And they've got it timed up just right for this speed, it seems like. Everything's hitting dead center.
So a runner at first. Mahala Bolin is your batter. She had a base hit in the first inning. Pitch is low. And Napier moves to second base on that. Kind of got a little bit away from the catcher. Bounced around there a little bit, enough to get Napier to second. Pitch is high. Counts 2-0 on Bolin.
Bolin always surprises me. If you just walk up to her and meet her, you know, she's kind of a slight frame, but then if she hits a ball, daggone, she's got some power.
And she does. She rips it to the 6 hole there, and it gets by the left fielder. Center fielder runs it down, and she is going to third, and she'll be into third safe on a RBI triple, I guess, for Bolin.
Good hard hit. Yes, it just got snuck under the glove there of the outfielder. Is that hard enough hit? Made it all the way back here to us at the fence.
And that gives Breathitt a 5-1 lead in the bottom of the second. And Raylan back puts it into play, but the shortstop handles it for the first out. But that will allow Boland to score another run. So we'll give her an RBI on that. And we've got a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the second for the Lady Cats.
Is this Pelfrey? I didn't even look up.
It is Pelfrey, and the third base umpire is on high alert. Oh, I didn't realize we've got a first base umpire, and we've got 3 umpires for the district tournament here, and I don't recognize the first base umpire.
No, I haven't been able to figure him out yet.
We do have an 0-1 count on Pelfrey, though. Let's see what she does with this pitch from Napier. She hits a shot to the gap between center field and left field, and she will cruise into second for a double.
A stand-up double there by Pelfrey, able to line that one out.
She just stayed really tucked in on that pitch and just drove it. That was an excellent at-bat for Pelfrey. Hayes is now stepping into the box. She had a base hit in the first. Again, they're just hitting that straight over the shortstop. They're just hitting that gap there, and they send Pelfrey. And Hayes with an RBI single. And another run across for the Lady Cats.
Looks like the bats have stayed hot here in the second inning for the Lady Cats.
We've got Taylor Smith in the box. She takes the first pitch. And Hayes was running to second. Looked like she was tagged out on the play there.
It just didn't get down. A great throw down from the catchers. It got it on the swat by.
A slide there would have definitely allowed her to be safe at second. They're giving a warning, looks like, for removing her helmet before she leaves the field of play to Hayes. And Smith with a swing and a miss there for strike one. Count is even 1-1. Takes the pitch high. 2-1 on Smith. She had a hit in the first. We've got 2 outs in the bottom of the second here. She puts it into play. The shortstop handles it for the third out of the inning.
There's the one place you don't want to hit it right now. The Lady Tigers. Little has taken care of business over here at shortstop.
Absolutely. She's making every play there, tagging out runners, just doing what she needs to do to take care of business. But we have a 7-1 Lady Cats lead coming into the top of the third here at Kiwanis Park.
I said Lady Tigers did good, got a few base runners last inning. Let's see if they can string a few hits together and get a few more runs across. We're going to kick it out for another 1-minute break and be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty-to-student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need.
See that first pitch, see where it's at, try to check the velocity on it, but these girls are swinging first time.
Oh, yeah, they're jumping on it. Looks like she took a cut at that one. Count is 0-2 on Hayes. And Mahala Boland is still on the mound for the Breathitt County Lady Cats, and she's set to deliver here. A little up in the zone. Counts 1-2.
One of the best guessing games around. Have everything they want possible available.
Absolutely. Yep, strike 3 called on Hayes. But pitch placement in high school sports will win ball games. If your pitcher is able to hit spots, you typically have a pretty successful season. We are at the back at the top of our lineup. Abigail Clemens is in the box again. First strike swinging here. Counts on 1.
You don't like that pitch placement. A lot of times, you know, even if it's a little bit out of the zone, if a pitcher can consistently hit that spot, a lot of
Absolutely.
time the umps will start. You know, they'll ease over. They'll give them that spot. You see, it's not a fluke. You know, they're doing that on purpose. A lot of times the umps can be a little more lenient with that.
Definitely so. And it looks like one of the coaches for Breathitt is out just to talk a few things over here. Really quick, just a quick chat. And we are ready to resume. Bolin checks her sign there. Clemens is in the box, and here we go. And it must have been what she needed to hear. Strike there on Clemens. The count is now 0-2. Up in the zone there. 1-2.
Feel bad talking about how small, Jackson City is, within Breathitt County, a small town. Miss Clemens is also a second cousin of my wife.
My goodness.
So they're everywhere.
Strike 3 called. She's Bolin is definitely hitting her spots. Look like that one was on the inside corner. Previous strikeout was on the outside corner. And that's the second out of the inning for the Lady Tigers. Riley Ritchie is in the box. And she, first pitch swinging, dumps it over the shortstop. Well, in between the shortstop and the third baseman for a base hit for the Tigers.
And Pilfrey had a great jump on it. It was almost able to get there, but that ball was just perfectly out of her reach.
Absolutely. Great spot. Great control there. Ritchie was batting left-handed that time. I believe she did not bat left-handed the first inning. I'm not sure if she's a switch hit or not. I'll have to pay attention. I didn't remember her batting left-handed the first time. And Napier takes a cut. Oh, and they've
thrown her out at second.
Thrown Ritchie out at second base there.
Good job by Napier getting up quickly and getting that ball down there. And being able to lay down the tag. So that is the third out of the inning.
And Napier will be up she'll be batting when we come back into the top of the fourth inning. She'll complete her at bat in the next inning. So we've got still the score is 7-1. Bottom of the third, the Breathitt County Lady Cats leading the Jackson City Lady Tigers.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity here for Breathitt County. So they had the 6-run lead, but that quick defensive play, getting those outs quick, no runs put on the board for the Lady Tigers, be able to extend this lead maybe here in the bottom of the third. Going to kick it out for another quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on BSN.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life. Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family-owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
And we are in the bottom of the third inning at Kiwanis Park. Addie Sawyers is stepping into the box for the Lady Cats in their half of the inning. And she, first pitch swinging, hits to the shortstop Little. And she is safe at first. Really good effort there to get to that and to make a strong throw. Sawyers just a little bit quicker and was able to beat that out.
Yeah, that was 99% of the girls you're going to play against. That's an out on first. Sayers just had it in gear getting down to first.
Absolutely. And Chloe Hayes here for the Lady Cats. And I think he called it a ball. That first pitch, a ball.
It's pretty.
Pitch is a little high, 3-0. I would think I would think she would have a red light here, wanting her to see a strike before she commits.
Last time I said that, I smacked one at shortstop.
We'll see. Still a little high in the zone, so she does draw a walk there. So we've got runners at first and second. Chloe Hayes on first base, Addie Sayers on second, and Savannah Barnett is stepping into the box for the Lady Cats. And first strike swinging. They're still being aggressive. Sayers will cross. Hayes is moving to third, and Barnett is at first base. So 1 RBI on that play for Barnett. And Hayes in scoring position with Bella Napier in the box. She's 2 for 2 today. And a ball 1 on her. Counts 1-0.
Barnett advances to second there.
Yep, we've got Barnett now in scoring position. 2 runners in scoring position. A hit. She hits it to third base to Turner for the out at first base. She does do the job, and Hayes crosses for another run for the Lady Cats, and Barnett advances to third. Score is now 9-1 in favor of the Lady Cats. With Boland stepping into the box, she is 2 for 2. Takes that pitch low. 1-0 is the count. Pitch is high. 2-0 is the count. 1 out here. The Lady Tigers just need to maybe not focus as much on that runner at third and just make their play here, try to get the second out. She rips one to center field. Again, that's the go-to spot for both teams. An RBI single for Boland, and another run is across the board.
I've complained about myself all year, but I'm pretty sure my hits count is not right, but the runs are right. So 10-1 now, Lady Cat advantage.
And Raylan Back is stepping into the box here. The pitch is low, and no throwdown as Boland takes second base. So another runner in scoring position here with 1 out. And they're going to have a little chit chat, just a quick little word of advice from the third base coach for Back. Count is 1-0 on Back. She drills one to center. One hops the fence. Boland is going to score, and Back stays at first. So a very long RBI single for Back.
I was about to say the same thing as man. That's one of the longest singles you'll see. That was over the center fielder's head.
Yep, it did one hop the fence. That was a really great at bat for Back. And we have Lexi Pelfrey stepping into the box. I hope the catcher is I'm sorry, the third base umpire's heads up on this.
Yeah, every time she's been up to bat, like I said, that bat speed is just a little bit ahead of the pitch so far. So she's ripping everything down third.
And it looks like we've got a little talk it over on the mound. Maybe just to control the tempo. Breathitt's getting a little bit of momentum here, and they definitely want to try to slow that down if possible. The coach is out to just talk to them a little bit and kind of keep them motivated, and that's exactly what you want to do in a situation like this.
Yeah, Mr. Clemens, so yeah, rallies the troops here. Everybody resumes their position.
We do have 1 out in the bottom of the third inning for the Lady Cats. We've got 1 runner on. Raylan Backs at first base. Alexis Pelfrey in the box, ready for the delivery from Natalie Napier. Pitch is low. Back staying at first. Got 1-0 on Pelfrey. Pitch again is low. 2-0 on Pelfrey. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a stand-up double in the second inning. She went down and got that pitch and hit it to the third baseman for the second out of the inning.
He's going to bloop that one on down the third baseline.
Maybe a little too low in the zone, but they're being aggressive, and I mean you can't really fault for that. Tinley Hayes in the box takes ball 1.
And we have very similar, I guess, coaching styles. Because I would much rather you go down swinging or a good line drive hit out. Do not stand and look at it, please.
Well, and when your umpire is given that lower strike in the zone, I mean you really do have to just be prepared to take that pitch and do something with it, and that's what Pelfrey was absolutely trying to do. I mean she's their big hitter in the 4 spot, and that's what you want her to do is to make something happen. Tinley Hayes hits it again. Shortstop is not the place to hit it if you're a lady cat, and Little handles it and makes the third out of the inning. So 4 runs do cross in the inning. We've got 11-1, the advantage to the Lady Cats here at Kiwanis Park.
It's just kind of a 3-4-4 thing, hasn't it?
3-4. Yeah, we've got a 4-3-4 here.
4-3-4. There you go.
There you go.
Somewhere like that. Adds up to 11. That's all I got. But I said, yeah, good job staying consistent across the board here for Lady Cats. Jackson City, I said, having some good times here. Just need to get a couple hits strung together and get a couple of those runs, across the plate. We're going to kick it out for another quick commercial break, and we'll be back here in 1 minute on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
So we're here in the top of the 4th for the Lady Cats half of the inning, and Napier has stepped into the box and has taken strike 1 called. And like you said, they're just looking to string some hits. They've had some runners in scoring position and just haven't been able to capitalize on those sometimes. Napier, a great swing there, just couldn't catch up to it. Count is 0-2 on Natalie Napier in the top of the 4th for the Jackson City Lady Tigers. And again, we talked about it. We love the aggression, being aggressive, and they are definitely going down swinging. And me personally, I can't fault that.
I'm bowling living at the bottom of that zone. You can tell they're just not. They need to drop a little further. They're swinging just over top of the ball.
Absolutely. Cheyenne Little in the box. Same thing there. Boland's just hitting her spots, and they're just kind of just having a little trouble getting the bat on it here. Oh, and 2 on Little.
Smart move by Boland. Just like I said, she's throwing a bunch of them low in the zone. Right when you figure you make come another one, she comes up and gets the batter guessing.
Ready for the delivery here. And that's 2 strikeouts in a row for Boland. 2 outs for the Lady Tigers in the top of the 4th inning.
Boland gets that backwards K this time.
Kerrigan Turner in the box for the Tigers. Again, Boland's really getting ahead in the count, focusing on that, and that's doing well for the Tigers because they're trying to be aggressive and hit that first, strike that they're seeing, and it's just a real battle here. And the advantage at the moment is going to Boland. That low strike in the zone went right back to it, and the count is 0-2 on Turner. Turner does put it in play. Foul ball down the first baseline. So she's ready to battle. We love to see that. Love to see players battle in the box. Low, laid off that one. Count is 1-2 on Turner.
There's one boy in particular in 14th region I love watching. If he gets in the count, he chokes up on the bat, gets right up in, right on top of the plate in the batter's box, and it is one of the hardest things to do to get him out.
Oh yeah. Just controlling the box is definitely an advantage to the batter. Kind of affecting where the pitcher can throw it and things like that. It probably gets hit a lot.
Yeah, his on base percentage is pretty gnarly. It's pretty good.
So that pitch was a little outside on Turner. The count is even 2-2, and Bolin is set to deliver high in the zone. The count is full. Excellent job by Turner to battle back here and take this count to the final pitch. And we're going to see who's going to win this battle.
Misses low.
All four. So Turner, after a great battle here, has earned a walk.
Yeah, early advantage went to Bowling, was up 0-2, and that's a great job, great vision, battled back and earned that walk.
So we've got 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning, and Turner is on first, and Cole is in the batter's box, and she has taken strike 1. And she swung. Strike 2 on Cole, but in the meantime, Kerrigan Turner has stolen second base. So another runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Let's see if the Lady Tigers can capitalize on this and get another run across the board. Pitch is low. 1-2 on Cole. And Bolin is ready to deliver. High up in the zone. Cole getting out of the way of that one. Looked like it came a little in on her. Count is even 2-2.
Those balls that sneak up in softball, kind of scary.
Yeah, definitely so. And Bolin goes back to it and does get the strikeout to end the inning for the Lady Tigers.
So all 3 outs that inning contributed to the strikeout. Good job by Bowling. And we move to the bottom of the 4th now with the Lady Cats with their 11-1 lead. See if they can keep the bats hot. Like I said, we've had 4-3-4 so far, so we keep the trend going. Or if the Jackson City defense can step up and get some quick outs here and get back at the bat. We're going to kick it out for 1 minute and be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Station.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone and give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Kiwanis Park. We've got the Breathitt County Lady Cats leading the Jackson City Lady Tigers 11-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. For the Lady Cats, Taylor Smith stepping into the box. Natalie Napier still on the mound for the Lady Tigers. And Smith takes ball 1, low in the zone. She is 1 for 2 today at the box. Takes ball 2. She is swinging. Hit goes straight across third base for a hit. Couldn't have measured that any better. She stands up, comes into second base standing there.
It hit deep out here into the left field fence. It couldn't have been any better across third base and just trailed off out to the fence. That made it hard for the left fielder to get over to it.
So again, runners in scoring position. That's been the thing for Breathitt in the games that I've seen. And again, just over the shortstop, Addie Salyer's first pitch swinging, and Smith moves to third, and Salyers is at first.
As an infield defense player, those bloopers are the world's worst thing. They feel horrible. They're just floating around up there. You can't get to it.
Especially if you're already trying to move, you kind of know where you're supposed to be going to make the play, and then it just comes and so there's Chloe Hayes. She rips one over third base into left field for an RBI double. She's hustling down to second base on that one. Salyers moves to third, and Smith scores. Scores now 12-1 for the Breathitt County Lady Cats. And again, you just want to slow this momentum. Coach for the Lady Tigers is out just having a quick talk to his team.
They're trying to break that rhythm up.
Definitely so. We've got 3 hits in a row here for the Lady Cats in the bottom of the 4th inning. So definitely want to slow that momentum down. And actually, it looks like we've got a pitch and change.
We got Combs on the mound.
Combs is coming in. Try to give the Lady Cats a different view here. She's warming up for the Lady Tigers.
This is right now a great idea by Coach Clemens here. Now they've got that timing down on Napier. You can tell those Lady Cat hitters, have got that speed down. They've got the precision down. They're just kind of teeing off on it right now. So Combs is going to give them something different to look at.
Definitely. Even in the delivery, you can tell that it looks different and coming out of her hand. I mean, just everything about the pitch is enough to throw off the batter. So just having that different look, hopefully, is what the Lady Tigers are hoping for, that they need in this bottom of the 4th inning.
Give Combs here a second to warm up. We're going to kick out for one commercial. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
And Combs is finishing her warm up here in the bottom of the 4th. Again, the Lady Tigers just had a pitch and change, trying to hope for a different look, something that may just break the tempo of the Breathitt County Lady Cats. They are definitely on a roll. They've got 3 hits here in the bottom of the 4th, 1 run across. The score is now 12-1 to their advantage. They've got runners at second, Chloe Hayes at second, and Addie Salyers at third base. And Savannah Barna is stepping into the box to face Combs in the bottom of the 4th. Combs checks the sign. Her first delivery is a strike.
As a young player, that in itself is a huge confidence boost.
Absolutely. Just getting ahead of that batter takes off the tension from being on the mound. Ball 2. The second pitch here is a ball. 1-1. I'm sorry. Did not mean to say ball 2 there. Pitch 2. Combs checks the sign. And Barnett swings. Count is 1-2 on Barnett. Combs is way ahead of this at bat, so she's really got a little bit of leeway here. Let's see what we give. High in the zone. Counts even at 2-2. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 runners on. Pitch is still high. Barnett being patient in the box. The count is full, 3-2. And here comes the payoff from Combs. Ball, I think he said it was inside. And Barnett earns the walk. The bases are now loaded for Bella Napier.
And kudos to Barnett. I couldn't have laid off that one.
I don't know.
That was too close.
I don't know if I could have either. Bella Napier 2 for 3 this evening in this ball game. And she's ready for the pitch. High in the zone. 1-0 to Napier. That's away from Combs. Catcher gets to it though, and no one's advancing. 2 balls, no strikes on Bella Napier. And no outs in the bottom of the fourth. The Lady Tigers are looking for one here. Inside. 3-0 is the count to Bella Napier. Combs just needs to find her strike zone. Get back on track here. Called it ball 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there was a pass ball there, but it was a ball 4. So runners were advancing anyway. One run will come across.
And Chloe Hayes is now at third base. Savannah Barnett at second base. And Bella Napier at first on the walk. Score is now 13-1 in favor of the Lady Cats of Breathitt County. Mahala Bolin up the bat. She is 3 for 3 today. And Combs is struggling a little bit. 2-0 on Bolin. And they have been aggressive up to this point, but they are picking good pitches to swing at here. So you definitely love to see that if on either side for either team. 3-0. They get a throw down to third. Hayes is back, and she is safe at third.
Yeah, she had a big lead there. Catcher just trying to keep her honest.
Absolutely. Kind of get in a lull if the pitcher's struggling a little bit and may just get caught off guard. That's not a bad play at all by the catcher. 3-0 to Bolin. Strike 1 on Bolin. She was sitting on a red line, I'm sure. And here we go. Combs is ready for the delivery. It is high in the zone. Another walk for Combs. Another run across for the Lady Cats, Chloe Hayes. And all runners will advance. Savannah Barnett is at third. Bella Napier at second. And Mahala Bolin at first. Raylan back, stepping into the box for the Lady Cats. She is 2 for 3 on the day. She's ready for Combs' delivery. Pitch is low. 1-0 to back. And she's got a invaluable varsity experience here. I think her and I think the second baseman is still in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting some really good experience here. Strike 1 called. 1-1. They're looking for just that perfect pitch, I think, with Combs struggling. They wanted to just be right down the middle. So we'll see here what back does. 1-1 is the count. Strike 2. He on the inside corner.
Combs seems to be finding her groove now.
Glad to see that. It's okay for pitchers to struggle. You just want to kind of work work out of that and get back into their groove. Fouled off by back. Count is still 1-2. Combs ready for the delivery. And back puts the bat on it to center field. And the catch is made by Richie. And base runners are tagging. Savannah Barnett has crossed for another run for the Lady Cats. Bella Napier moves to third base. And Mahala Bolin holds it first. Richie got it in quick, so I don't know that she would have had an opportunity to advance there. The runner's kind of farther away from center field, easily advanced on that. And the pitch is by the catcher, and Bella Napier has scored on that pass ball there. Good hustle on her part. And Bolin has went all the way to third.
So they're saying it was safe?
Yeah, I think he said it was safe. I believe he did call her safe for sure.
I'm confused. If you can't tell about the silence here. If that was safe, that's a 15-run lead.
Oh, you're saying it should be the ball game here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So pass ball here. Bolin is going to score standing up here. And they're calling that ball game. So maybe they don't have the score right out there.
I'm not sure.
I'm
Not sure what happens. Yeah.
I'm certain that he gave a safe indication, but we're kind of confused.
Yeah. So anyway, right now they have the game scored 16-1. Breathitt County Lady Cats have got that 15-run lead after 3, which is the mercy rule after 3 innings, and they have walked away with this one, the semifinal win over the Jackson City Lady Tigers. We're going to take one quick commercial break and come back and break this one down for you. Be right back here in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Welcome back to Kiwanis Park. The game between the Breathitt County Lady Cats and the Jackson City Lady Tigers has just ended. The Breathitt County Lady Cats won in 4 innings over the Lady Tigers. There's kind of a little confusion. We've got it scored 16-1. There was a call at home that seemed to be a safe call, which should have ended the game, but we went one extra batter, which is okay. I will be the first to say that it's not the first time I've been wrong. It probably won't be the last time.
No, so we're not by far the official book. We try to do our best, obviously, but sometimes we do miss something here, there, yonder. But like I said, yeah, good job by the Lady Cats today. You know, came out and bats were hot from the get go. You know, aggressive at bats and putting up 4 runs in the first and just kind of keeping that going as the game went on.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that's the key is getting runners in scoring position early, and then just making that work for you. Whatever you've got to do. Both teams super aggressive. You can't fault either team. They're jumping on pitches and just trying to get runners on base, and it just seemed to work out a little bit better for the Lady Cats in this matchup. So
Actually, the Lady Tigers had a lot of good stuff to talk about. You know, man, there was a black hole over here at shortstop. Little everything that's hit her way, it was pretty much an automatic out. Had some good at bats. They just couldn't string those hits together to get those runs across. So plenty of building points there for Coach Clemens.
Absolutely. I think that was I think a few defensive errors definitely did not turn the ball game. Um, just clean those up, and then you know they've got a lot to build on. They've definitely for next season. The Lady Tigers do so.
Yeah, I was trying to quote an old coach of mine. Bobcats did what they had to do and did what they knew you're supposed to do. They were just hitting it where they weren't. You know, like I said, a lot of times in baseball, you can hit the ball as hard as you want, but if you hit it at someone, it's not going to do you as much good. And Lady Cats were hitting the gaps, not over people's heads. They're hitting perfect placement tonight. And Tigers did a good job trying to fight that off. But in the end, the Lady Cats did prevail and come out with this win, 16-1. So that's going to wrap this one up for us. In just a few minutes, they're going to go live over there at from the championship game in 55th District Baseball. We got Wolfe County Wolves taking on the Breathitt County Bobcats. It'll be at the Breathitt County's home field, but they will be the away team. They're just hosting.
And the finals of the 55th District softball will be
tomorrow night at 6 o'clock here. Lady Wolves will come on into Jackson and take on these Lady Cats for that 55th District Championship. So we'll have that one as well for you here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Working on getting that regional tournament set up and getting all that set for you. It's going to be a busy Memorial Day weekend. We're going to have 4 games for you on Saturday and then 4 more games on Monday. So it's going to be a busy time trying to get all those games in. Just trying to figure out the logistics because the first round of the boys is the same day as the semifinals for the girls. There'll be 6 games on that day. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to do that. We do have, like I said, trying to get hold of some extra staff here at BSN and get everything kind of filled in. Do our best, and we'll let you know exactly what we have coming up.
if you are watching at home, you might want to fire up multiple devices with multiple games going at the same time.
Yeah, put them all on all at once. Have one on the iPad and throw one on the TV.
Absolutely.
Keep it up all of it right here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to us tonight. Some great action, some beautiful action here. I love these kind of days for softball and baseball. Thank you guys for tuning in to us. For Matt Hudson and Becky Neese, tune in tomorrow night on Bluegrass Sports Nation.